Hi everyone, I'm back again with another one of your favorite books, Dog Breath, The Horrible Trouble with Halley. Tosis. You guys remember this book? This is one of your super favorite books. Mrs. Harris was able to go back into her classroom and she was able to get some of the books for me. So I'm going to read this book for you guys and then a few other books later on, okay? But for today, we are reading Dog Breath, The Horrible Trouble with Halley. Tosis. Front cover, back cover, spine, spine, spine. We read from left to right and front to back. The title of the story is Dog Breath, The Horrible Trouble with Halley. Tosis. There once was a dog named Halley who lived with the Tosis family. Halley Tosis was a very good dog, but she had a big problem. Halley Tosis had horrible breath. Whenever Halley Tosis opened her mouth, horrible things happened. Oh no, even Mona Lisa, the very famous painting up on the wall, was covering her nose. Our little fish, it looks like he's not having a good time. And all the leaves are falling down, falling down, falling down. All the leaves are falling down, my sweet children. When the children took Halley Tosis for a walk, everyone else walked on the other side of the street. Even skunks avoided Halley Tosis. And we know skunks are some stinky animals. But the real trouble started one day when Grandma Tosis stopped by for a cup of tea. And Halley Tosis jumped up to say hello. Oh no, Halley's breath is horrible. Grandma's hair stood up. Look at this. And look at the cup of tea. Oh no, Halley, what did you do? Mr. and Mrs. Tosis were not amused. Something has to be done about that smelly dog, they said. The next day, Mr. and Mrs. Tosis decided to find a new home for Halley. So they placed a sign on their front yard. You see this? And it says, "Free dog to a good home." The children knew that the only way they could save their dog was to get rid of her bad breath, so they took Halley Tosis to the top of a mountain that had a breathtaking view. They hoped that the breathtaking view would take Halley's breath away, but it didn't. Even the sun was covering his nose. Next, the children took Halley Tosis to a very exciting movie. They hoped that all the excitement would leave Halley breathless. But it didn't. Finally, the children took Halley Tosis to a carnival. They hoped that Halley would lose her breath on the speedy roller coaster. Look at the roller coaster is going down super duper fast. Look at the children and look at Halley Tosis. But look at her breath. It's bad, and it's green, and all the other kids on the roller coaster were not having a good time. Look at their eyes. They're swirls. That tells me that they're probably dizzy. But that idea stunk too. The plans to change Halley's bad breath had failed. Now, only a miracle could save Halley Tosis. Sadly, the three friends said goodnight, unaware that a miracle was just on the horizon. And if you look at the top right corner, the illustrations, the pictures are giving you a clue. Oh, let's see what's going to happen. Later that night, when everyone was sound asleep, two sneaky burglars crept into the Tosis house. The two burglars were tiptoeing through the dark, quiet rooms when suddenly they came upon Halley Tosis. Yikes! Whispered one burglar. It's a big, mean, scary dog. Aw, don't be silly, whispered the other burglar. That's only a cute little fuzzy puppy. The two burglars giggled at that sight. And what's another word for burglars? robbers. The two burglars giggled at the sight of such a friendly little dog. That dog couldn't hurt a fly, whispered one burglar. Come here, Poochie, 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 come here, Poochie, Poochie, whispered the other. So Halley Tosis came over and gave the burglars a nice big kiss. Slurp! Oh no, Halley Tosis and her bad breath. The next morning, the Tosis family awoke to find two burglars passed out cold on their living room floor. It was a miracle. Mr. Tosis looks like he's a little confused, huh? The Tosis family got a big reward for turning in the crooks. Oh, check that out. Another word for robbers and for burglars, the word crooks. And soon, Halley Tosis was the most famous crime-fighting dog in the country. In the end, Mr. and Mrs. Tosis changed their minds about finding a new home for Halley. They decided to keep their wonderful watchdog after all. Because life without Halley Tosis just wouldn't make any sense. The end. I hope you guys enjoyed it.